You have all put in a great amount of work on this assignment already, but before we go any further, I do want to tell you how you're going to be graded. So I'm going to be assessing you on a 4-point scale, and you're going to be assessed on State Standard 3.2. And State Standard 3.2 is basically exploring media. So, what I mean by media, media is more than one art material, and it's the plural of medium, which is one art material. So, as long as you explore paper, tape, and glue on this assignment, and you do your best to progress your craftsmanship, you are going to get a desired grade. So, again, State Standard 3.2 is exploring media to create a work of art that's ready to be displayed. So, it's going to be well crafted. Craftsmanship is the level of skill when you're creating a craft. So, fine craftsmanship would be a very high level of skill, and poor craftsmanship would be a low level of skill. Since you're being scored on how you use and explore this material or this media, I'm going to tell you a few tips for creating a well crafted, display ready work of art. So, the first material I want to talk to you about is the glue. So, the main thing that I want you to know about the glue is that you want it to be hidden. We don't want people to see this gluey texture all over your work. Every glue stick says that it dries clear, and while it does dry clear-ish, it does change the surface and the texture of your paper, and so you can see it even though it's technically clear. So we only want to put the glue where we really need it because when it dries, we will be able to see it. Next, I like to, when I'm using glue, to have a glue sheet here. And this is just going to be a recycled piece of paper. And when I am gluing, I like to use this glue sheet so that I can get into every corner and really cover the surface of whatever I'm gluing so that when I go to glue it, there's a substantial amount of glue there, but you can't see it. So you can see there that this is really secure, really well glued, but because I use this scrap glue paper, you don't see any of the glue. And I also have a clean table still. The next material or medium that I want to talk to you about is going to be our tape. So in general with the tape, we want to hide the tape as well. So only put the tape where you really need it. And then when you use the tape, I don't like to just lay the piece of tape across my work because you can see it and it's very obvious. I like to create what I call the invisible tape loop, loop, loop. So for the invisible tape loop, I just loop the tape around on my finger like so. I put it where I want it. I make sure that the tape is small enough, and then I'm going to press it into place, and you don't see the tape as much as if I would just lay a piece straight across. So that is how you can use and explore this media to create those are some tips for using this media in a way that's going to produce a display-ready, finely crafted artwork. Here I've gotten an example of what a 2 would look like for the craftsmanship piece. Here you can clearly see upon examination tape. It's like the tape loops are not hidden at all here. You don't have to look very hard to see the tape. It's a little hard to pick up on the camera, but it is very visible to the eye. This would be an example of a 2 with that visible tape. And then here's what an example of a 4 would look like with the tape. You actually can't necessarily even tell that tape was used to secure these. It looks like it could have been glue. Even when you examine it really closely, this would be a 4, no visible tape, even though the artist used it.